Hi there, it's Lori from Lollipop Paper and Ink. Thanks so much for joining me for just a few minutes today as I come with a clean version of the Facebook Live that we did earlier today. And I wanted to showcase these beautiful tulips that were made from the tulip dies, which are part of the Flowering Tulips bundle. And these are the dies that we used, and I'll show you how I went about building these particular tulips for this card project. When I first get a die set like this, that you kind of have to learn how to build the dies. You know, it's just not straightforward. You know, a one-dimensional kind of die. So this is what I normally do, just to help myself when I'm just trying to figure out how to get them together, and for a quick reference when I'm in a hurry and I want to pile these up, you know, make multiples. So what I did here was I just took I took my dies, and I ran them through the Stampin' Cut machine, and this is what I came up with. So just as a little reference point, these are the ones that we're using, and so it will show me what if that was the particular kind of tulip that I wanted, I would use that. And this one, there are a few of these dies in the set. So you can make a whole bunch. So what I did to I'll show you how I put them together, but first I wanted to add a little bit of color, a contrasting color to the Mango Melody. And so what I did here was I have these mostly all cut out for us, and you can see that they have like a raised area, so there is a little embossing on each of them. So what I wanted to do was I wanted that area to be embossed. I wanted that area to be inked up, so to add a little bit of color. So I'm just going to take my real red and oopsie, just put my entire hand into the ink pad. All right, so looks like we're okay now. So what I did here was I took the die and I laid it right over the whichever image that I wanted to color in. So this one would be here, and it just fits right into the groove because it is already embossed like that. And I just wanted to add a little color to the inside. We're going to add a little to the outside also, to the edges. But for now, I just wanted to accent that piece a little bit so that it showed up. So let me see. So I'm going to use this die here, and you can feel it. It clicks right in. And I wouldn't rub these dies with your dauber, because you would ruin your dauber. It would get all messed up. Okay, so, and I'll just clean these off in just a minute. And then this one here just fits right on. You can almost hear it click. And then there's one more here. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'll put these aside so I can clean them off in just a bit. Now what we want this to do is be rounded to make it more realistic. And you'll see that there are score lines here, but I would suggest that you do a little bit of rounding use your scoring tool to round it a little bit. You don't have to round the back because that's going to be the inside. That's what we see. But just these flaps that are going to come over. And you just need to round it, but you need to be careful of this, where the fold line is. It is a little bit delicate there. Okay, so you can see that this one here, this is the one that is more like a little bud. And but that is how it's going to fit over it. So what we're going to do is take the dauber again and just outline the edges. And I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of these. Okay, so we're done with that. Now I can go ahead and use my bone folder to just turn the edges of these sides and just try to be gentle with it. You could actually just take a round pen, or this is my piercing tool, and just to give it a little help that way. And then this one, and now you can go ahead and fold on your score lines. This one I forgot to put a little bit on the inside. Okay. All right, so this is good. So we have this one. This is the little bud. And then let's just do this one here. Give it a little roll without tearing it. And then I can burnish it down a little bit there. Okay, so let's take some glue dots and we can just assemble these to see where before we layer them up. So for this one, I'm just going to take a glue dot on this side here, and then it will turn into it. Okay, and then this one, same thing, little bit of the glue dot. And this one might need a little liquid glue on the side because, oh, that worked. I got them both in there. And then this is the one that needs a little liquid glue. I can put a glue dot on this end here. This is a bud that hasn't actually opened yet. So, but this is too tiny of a piece. So I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue just on the edge there. That's all that needs. And that will stay down nicely. Just give it a second. So our two tulips are here. This one can go right inside there. And I have to just take out that glue dot again. Okay, so that one is nice and flat. And let me just open this up. And this is going to go in there. And then we can close it. And then you can tilt it wherever, so the inside part stays there. Okay, there we have our three beautiful tulips. Let's just load them up on the card now. We have, there in this die set, there are different sizes of stems and leaves, and really your choice. I like the little skinny stems, so that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to just place the stem on the back of these tulips, and then I can figure out where I want to place them on the card. Okay, so there is a right and a wrong side to this, but you can use either end depending upon which way you want it to be displayed. Okay, these two little guys I'll have go this way. Very thin. And if one is too long, you could always just snip off the edge like that. So I'm taking a piece of DSP from the Flowering Fields DSP, which is part of this bundle, this suite, and this print. This has beautiful prints in it. Oh, actually, we forgot to do one of these little guys. Let's just do that. I have a little ink left here. And this can go on right inside here. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to take this is just a piece of the DSP. It is 5 1/4 by 4. Onto my card base, which is thick with a basic white, and that is 11 by 4 1/4 scored at 5 1/2. Okay, now I'm gonna put this on here. Now this is just a piece of pear pizzazz. I already used one of this this cute little die here, just for a little background element, and I ran this through the Stampin' Cut in the emboss machine before I embossed it, and I kept whatever wanted to stay. Any one of these little squares, if they wanted to stay, I left them there. I just thought it was just a nice little embellishment to add to the project. So I went ahead and did that, and let me just attach this. And I'm going to put this just a little bit askew. As long as my corners are within the card frame, I'm good to go. Okay, so now here, I'm going to go ahead and put another glue dot on the back of these, so then I can decide where I want them to be. Okay, so I'm going to just have the bulbs, the actual flower, before I adhere to the card stock, because I want this to be, oh, what happened to my glue dot here? I want this to be a little loose, so because I want my stems to be all bunched up together. So I'll put this just over to the side like this. I could put a dimensional on, but I think it does have a lot of dimension just the way it is now. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the white baker's twine from the Essential Pack, and oh, my thing is popping up a little bit. Let me get another glue dot on that guy. There we go. Okay, so back to the twine. Just going to make a little bow here. Just lift that up and okay, and I'll give that a trim. That was way too much twine. And maybe I'll sneak a little glue dot right underneath there. Oop. Okay, all right, now let's just get a quick sentiment on there. I'm gonna use the Pear Pizzazz ink, and I'm taking the Happy Mother's Day sentiment from the stamp set, from the bundle. It's a little early for Mother's Day, but I wanted something clean and simple. And you can see this has beautiful sentiments, and it covers everything. Thank you, Mother's Day, love you, birthday, thinking of you, and a little bit of an encouragement. So, but for this one, I didn't want anything to take away from the tulips. So I wanted to make sure that it was just clean and simple. And I'm just going to adhere this. And then we'll just add some polished dots just to complete it, and add a little bit of raindrops or dew to this cute project. These are the polished dots. They're brand new from the new catalog, the January to June catalog. Okay, there you go. So you can see how we built up the tulips. Super simple. Just once you know which one goes with what, you're good to go. So I hope you enjoyed this little video of building our tulips, and that you'll check out this Flowering Tulips bundle, which is part of the Flowering Feels suite, which is in the brand new January to June catalog. It has fabulous dies. This one is adorable, and it has really nice, really good stamp sets too. So thank you for spending a few minutes with me today. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy the video, please feel free to like it, share it, or even subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you do subscribe, which I hope you will, just hit that little notification button so that you know that you will be notified the next time I have a video released, or even if I'm uploading one of our Facebook Lives. So thanks again for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.